to the latest episode of Roadshows and Stuff. I'm your host, Doug McLean, here with my partner in crime, Frank
Mancina.
Frank, how are you today?
Good, Doug. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. How are things in Miami?
Excellent. Miami of Ontario, Canada. And,
yes.
Yeah, it's good.
It's Windsor. Yeah, so we got a lot going on. Tremendous amount of feedback about our last podcast. That's not live yet, is it?
Not even live.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so no feedback on the last podcast.
That's correct. The one before that, though.
Yeah. We did introduce a new segment, though, which we think is going to pretty much catapult us to international stardom. And that's the and stuff segment.
Yeah.
Wait, are we doing that today?
We are.
Oh, man, that means I need a topic. Oh, I've got it. I just thought of it.
Perfect.
So, moving along here.
Yeah,
merging onto the highway. What are we talking about today?
So, Doug, we are going to be talking about working with partners today. So,
okay,
so it's something that we've done for years, and not a lot of people kind of understand it. And I think it's important that we do talk about this today.
Yeah. Yeah, because, the natural assumption would be, as a one-stop shop, we would just do everything ourselves. We'd have an advertising campaign, digital marketing campaign, yada, yada. Leads would come to us. We then nurture and provide them with proposals and structure to the process. And then the rest is history. We sign a contract and launch a program. But that is not how it works.
It's not.
Even though we do have the capacity, potentially, we rely on partners quite heavily for everything we do. What's an example of how we would enter into a relationship with a partner? Like, how would that lead come about? Yeah, or how would that relationship come about?
Yeah, so we have multiple different types of partners, I guess, and I guess we could talk about the process. So in terms of from the initial lead to the sale to the design and development, and then the build out, and then logistics, right? So the challenge that we have as a boutique builder, so we're not a large builder. We don't necessarily build, 50 trailers a year, right? Yeah. So the challenge for us is, how do we, pump out these trailers and get these things on tour with the capacity that we have, right? So one example is that we've partnered a lot with organizations such as, exhibit builders, right? Yeah. We know that exhibit builders, and there's a ton out there, and they're great to work with. We know that they have the skill set that we need in order to build out an interior. So we would provide a trailer to one of our partners that is exhibit ready, which would be, no floor, plywood flooring, wall covering, we do the ceiling or they do the ceiling. All the electrical is all completed, but they would help build out the interiors. But the key point is, I think, MRA would still be project managing it. So
we'd oversee the project in its entirety, right?
Exactly. So we kind of oversee that entire development of the build out and the design of the build out, right? So
yes, you're hitting on an important point, I think, is that a partnership could take on any number of forms. Like the exhibit builder that you're referencing could have brought us the lead in the first place. Yeah. It could be a client of theirs who's kind of their marketing initiatives have kind of stagnated somewhat, and they're looking for something to reinvigorate, I guess, a specific product line or whatever service or goods they provide. So they think mobile would be a good solution. So we could be contacted from that exhibitor directly, or exhibit builder, saying, hey, we've got a client who's interested in such and such, let's talk. Removing ourselves, even in some instances, from a direct relationship, to that client, and just starting something new for them. Or it could be a situation where, due to time or design constraints or what have you, we reach out to one of our partners, an exhibit builder, to assist us.
Exactly.
Just as a service provider sort of capacity during a build out.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, just or with design work, you know. We can't.
To go on that design work side, recently we launched the Duracell 2.0 Mobile Innovation Center, and this is a good example of how the design work was done with an agency, right? So
Sure.
the agency developed all the interior content and all the interior design work and the renderings. So, but MRA was working with them in terms of what they could and could not do, right? Because there are some limitations in terms of a mobile experience and a mobile footprint.
Sure. I think a lot of times, a lot of our B2C programs, business to consumer, come through agencies,
Yes.
Large or small, or
Certainly.
agencies of record for larger companies that are looking to do a very short-term promotional program, whether it be one event, two events, 1, 2, 3 weeks, or maybe even follow a specific schedule of fairs, festivals, marathons, music events, automotive races.
Yep.
And they just want to do product promotion. So it could be an instance where we would never really have worked with an agency like this in the past, or in the future for that matter. Like I said, their client wants to do something unique. We are contacted by the agency and we help facilitate whatever program that is. So the partnership capacity is massive and can take on any number of forms, right?
No, I agreed. And we recently, within the past 6 months, have initiated the Powered by MRA approach.
Sure.
Where we are sort of that either behind the scenes partner, or the white paper partner, or the right up there with you talking about mobile with your potential client, right? So
Sure.
the thing is, you have that 30 plus years of experience
Yes.
with a mobile experiential marketing company like MRA.
Yeah.
So that new initiative that the partnership team has developed, Doug and I, and our friends within the partnership team,
Yes.
has been really taking off, and it's a really cool opportunity, because we always reference ourselves as a Switzerland type of organization.
Yeah.
We're
Total
kinda
neutrality in all
Yeah.
these relationships. But yeah, we've started to build quite a foundation now of partnerships. And you had made mention in our notes, we're kind of revealing a secret here. On occasion, we do have notes for these podcasts, which we refer to. You use the term reciprocal. And after I finished looking up what that meant, I realized that means that as a partnership, if we get specific leads, we can refer them directly to our partners. If it's something that we possibly couldn't assist with, and they'll do the same thing on their end. So it's not necessarily just a partnership where we're always working together, but when you build those partnerships within the industry, you can always give referrals to one another. And it's just kind of a big kumbaya community.
Yeah.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine. And then you build great relationships in the process, professionally and otherwise.
And I think, it's been kind of challenging to develop those relationships nowadays, considering everything is so, everything's online now, right? So
sure,
I personally am kind of looking forward to, getting back to some of these trade shows or some of these major, events where we can meet and greet with people and organizations, so.
Yeah, in a way too, this kind of stemmed, I hate constantly referencing it, but like COVID, where like a lot of these agencies, a lot of these exhibit groups, their bread and butter, their milk and honey are trade shows, building exhibits for these trade shows that happen cyclically, right? 3, 4, 5 times a year, depending on the industry. They have various clients that have to attend major trade shows. That's what they're doing. They're building and working for those trade shows. So since those dried up, we thought, and mobile never dried up.
Yeah.
Right? We just instituted some protocols for safety and cleanliness and everything else that we sort of use as an excuse, if you will, to reach out to all these groups who are now forming relationships with.
Exactly.
So it's great. So yeah, not to summarize what we've been talking about, but we don't go at it alone. It's kind of a big community within the whole marketing world that makes
Yeah,
this
exactly.
happen.
So,
Yeah, but anyway,
cool.
yeah.
Anyways, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Frank, another amazing job.
That's right. No,
I almost
I sorry to cut you off, but I do
No,
want
you
to
always
thank
do.
everyone. I do want to thank everyone for watching. And don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook,
yes,
YouTube. So and we have a
yes.
great blog section that has a ton of information if you're ever looking to learn more about MRA and also mobile experiential marketing. So
Yeah, excellent. Thank you for that, Frank. And in closing, I think we did it in our last episode. We're gonna do it this one, and the last episode of the season, where we'll be featuring the president of our company.
Yes, it's called the final episode of the season is called The One with Tony.
The One with Tony. Yeah, the young Tony Amato, Esquire. Yeah, handsome young lad. Anyway, so to carry on the tradition of the last episode, we're going to do one more segment of In Stuff for the Roadshows Stuff title. And I had to come up with the topic again. Frank doesn't know what it is. I'll just ask him a brief question. I'll share my thoughts as well, and then we'll close it out for this episode. This is kind of weak, but I couldn't think of anything else really. Frank, what is your personal favorite planet and why?
Ooh.
There's a lot of them. There's like 18 of them or something.
Is there 18 of them?
No, I think there's 9.
No, or something like that. So
do you even know the planets? Because I'm not a
can we even say
it can't be Earth. It can't be Earth.
Damn it.
Yes,
No.
That's the easy out. That's like saying a single.
So I don't even know if this one's still even a planet. Pluto? Is that even a planet? Isn't it like ER19 now or something?
ER19, yes. Yeah, it's the ER19. No, it's no longer a planet because it's not large enough. Some planets have moons that are just as big or something, but it's held in orbit, the sun's orbit.
So I guess that was my answer, and it's not even a planet anymore.
Yeah. That
great question, but
I appreciate it. Yeah, Pluto's strong. It's a strong planet. We just got some high-def photos a couple of years ago from like Voyager 2 or something. I don't know if you saw those.
No.
Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Interesting.
But yeah, I'd have to go with Mercury. I think the closest planet to the sun, and or maybe that's Venus. But anyway, yeah, just Mercury. It's got a great name. It's powerful.
Powerful name. That's right.
I think the Russians landed like a couple like craft on there like 30 years ago, which like melted in like 5 minutes.
Oh,
but I think there are some maybe that's Venus. Yeah. So anyway, obviously you can.
No, I was gonna say I was gonna go with Mars, but I knew you were gonna say that was a weak answer. So
Mars is weak. It's close. People
Everyone
like
loves
it.
Mars.
Movies. Yeah, you'd have to be a loser not to like Mars. Not that we don't like losers. All right, so that brings us to a close. Another powerful, strong episode of Roadshows and Stuff. Please join us next time when, as we mentioned, we'll be talking to our owner, Tony Amato. It should be astounding, so get your popcorn ready. And with that, thank you for watching, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Have a good one.
Okay.